In 1982, Graham Clark completed the first cochlear implant on a patient in Australia, resulting in one of the most amazing breakthroughs in medical science. Over 30 years later, the company Cochlear has a market capitalisation of $5.4 billion and is still the leader in the field of treating hearing loss. Radical or breakthrough innovation is a term we use to describe the invention of the cochlear implant, as it is a single, unique event. But it's safe to assume that the strength of the company is not here today because of that one event. Cochlear have continued to invest in incremental innovation for their core products over many years to ensure that they are always differentiated from competitors. They would have performed this event many times, with each one delivering incremental product improvement that increases value to the customer. Both the breakthrough and incremental innovation would require significant investment, but at different levels, with different effects on the organisation's cash flows. The fact is, there are very few radical innovation products or services that succeed. Most of the successful innovation comes from taking an existing product or service and making the value proposition better for the customer, therefore creating value for the new entrant in the market. Radical or breakthrough innovation is not also something that occurs over a short period. It is also an incorrect assumption that simply spending more on R&D in an organisation will result in more innovation. Various research studies have shown that the most important factors for driving innovation are a supportive culture towards it and strategic alignment between innovation activities and the organisation's growth strategy. Interactions between people and their ideas are what leads to collaboration and the innovation breakthrough. Adam Tripp Smith established Kegstar in 2012, a company that rents kegs to breweries. Kegstar's kegs are exactly the same as all other kegs. They are delivered and picked up by trucks. So is this innovation? Well, yes, because no one else does this. The current practice is that the brewers buy kegs on their books, do the deliveries, deal with the damaged and lost ones, and buy more kegs. Kegstar is creating a new segment in the industry value chain for itself with a simple yet clever business model. It frees up capital for the brewer and reduces the deliveries and hassles for the bar owner. So how would you classify this? Kegstar's service might sit in the class of incremental innovation, but it can also be categorised as dynamically continuous, meaning as a level of disruptiveness. It's changing the value chain of how the current logistics model works for getting beer to the tap in a pub or bar. This shows that being disruptive is not always about releasing a new product. It's about challenging the current way customers consume a product or service. Kegstar's service is delivering elements of radical or breakthrough innovation. Companies like Netflix, Ryanair, Uber, Amazon all took existing products or services but then altered their value proposition and delivered them a different way to increase customer value and create new value for the company. Let's recap. Innovation can be categorised into radical or breakthrough innovation and incremental innovation. These categories have a relationship with both frequency of the innovation and its uniqueness. Innovation can also be categorised in terms of its disruptive effect and whether it makes small changes in consumption of the product or service or fundamental shifts where new products or service categories are established. There is also a relationship between the type of innovation and investment required, as well as the effects on cash flow for a company. And don't think that all innovation is contained in a light bulb moment. It's almost always the opposite, where ideas are formed through collaboration and many previous attempts, in a supporting culture that sees innovation as part of its DNA.